People, hello, welcome back to another video. Guys, some great news. I got demonetized on March 15th for my stream exposing Phillip Schofield. I didn't take this as a hit. It did hit me hard, but I didn't take it as a hit. I used that energy given to me. I knew I was doing something right. I knew if I just got through a minor setback, I could prosper. And guys, my video exposing the situation around Matthew McGreevy and Phillip Schofield is now my second most viewed video. Basically my most viewed video at all, because number one is an old Michael Jackson GameCube remix I made when I believe I was 15 or 16 years old on my birthday, May 29th. Guys, I'm so grateful. 33 days without YouTube giving me a single penny earned. I've now got it back. I'm going to watch what I say. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that my channel does not get hit like this again. Albeit unjust, albeit unfair, but I'm just grateful that we are here today. But this is not what the video is about. I'm continuing my video regarding Phillip. If you haven't seen the video where I expose what happened with him and Matthew McGreevy, what are you doing? It seems like everyone and their mother has seen it by now compared to my other videos. But I want to talk about Timothy Schofield and Phillip's return to this morning, today, 17th of April 2023. He was in crisis talks as his brother was on trial, Timothy. Timothy has been charged with 11 crimes against a minor, all of them of a certain premise. He had assaulted this young boy, 11 counts of crimes against a minor boy from the age of 13 plus, 13, 14, 15 underage activity. Not very good, not a good look for Phillip. I know it's his brother doing it, but Phillip has his own skeletons in the closet. But Timothy charged with 11 counts against a minor. He worked for Avon and Somerset Police. I went over this briefly in my Phillip Schofield video. So let's start with Timothy's actions and then go on to Phillip's return on this morning today. So Timothy was convicted of 11 offences involving a child between October 2016 and October 2019 over 3 years. For 3 years he was abusing a young boy whilst he worked for Avon and Somerset Police. Now we are meant to entrust the police with our day-to-day lives, and this is the brother of a A-list, at least in British society, an A-list television presenter. So 54-year-old Timothy told the jury while giving evidence that he had watched Corn, you know what I'm on about, I'm trying to watch my language from here on out, with the boy, whom he insisted was over 16 at the time, which has been proven to be false. He was 13, 14 and 15 years old over a three-year period. Like I said in my video before, when you are speeding as a police officer to catch someone speeding, if they're going 41 and a 40, they're speeding. That's 1 mile over the limit. How do you get it wrong 3 times, Timothy? This is intentional. You know what you're doing, and where there's smoke, there's fire. He insisted that they were, well, sitting apart, but denied performing any acts with the teenager. But the thing is, the jury found him guilty on all counts with a majority of 10 to 2. So 10 of the jurors said guilty, 2 said not guilty. It's very telling. That is an overwhelming majority after 5.5 hours of deliberation in the court. Jurors heard previously that the defendant told his elder brother, Phillip, in September 2021. So that's almost 2 years ago that Phillip knew about these crimes. Now this is why this is important, because I'm going to prove to you. I know a lot of people were telling me my last video, oh, a lot of hearsay, oh, a lot of reaching. This is factual. Phillip knew in September 2021. Now, what did he put on his Instagram story? I'm going to read it out here. My overwhelming concern is and has always been for the well-being of the victim and his family. I hope that their privacy will be respected. If any crime had ever been confessed to me by my sibling, I would have acted immediately to protect the victim and their family. These are despicable crimes, and I welcome the guilty verdicts. As far as I'm concerned, I no longer have a brother. Phil, you are a liar. You knew in September 2021, I don't know about you, my imaginary watch is telling me it's April 2023. That's almost 2 years, a year and a half. It's a year and a half. You knew for a year and a half your brother abused a young boy, a minor boy. You knew, the court knows, yet you still go on your story to try and protect your public image. If you're lying about this, what else are you lying about? The people who defend Phillip? How can you defend this? He knew in September 2021. The court recognises he knew in September 2021. And then he goes to a story on April 2023, only after his brother's found guilty, to say, if I knew, I would have done something. You didn't. Phil, you didn't. You're a liar. You are lying. You are lying to save your own skin, to save your ass. That's all you are trying to do. So, Phil, like I say, my friend, if you can lie about the most grotesque, or, in your words, despicable crimes, and that you welcome guilty verdicts, is this not perjury? Well, I guess not, because you haven't lied to the court. You've lied to your fans who are still remaining, so the ones that are still remaining, to try and manipulate and spread lies. So, Phil, what went on there? What went on there? You're trying to take the high road saying, I no longer have a brother. You threw him under the bus because you knew. You defended him up until he's found guilty. What are you afraid of? What have you got hidden? The boy said the offending started when he was 13 and he felt emotionally blackmailed by Schofield and was forced to participate in the activity. Now, there's a word for forcing someone into certain activities, and it rhymes with grape. And Phil, if you were told about this, and you kept it secret, and then you proceeded to lie after the guilty verdict and throw him under the bus after the fact, that alone, forget all the other stuff we know and we hear, that alone should show everyone what a nasty, vile, disgusting man you and your brother are. And like I say, where there's smoke, there's fire. If you're willing to throw him under the bus after defending him and keeping a secret that intent for a year and a half, what else are you hiding, Phil? Honest to God, mate. Honest to God. I know people defend him, I know people don't like him. This isn't personal. I'm looking at facts. I actually, funny enough, I got so much ish thrown my direction when I did that live stream and I got the fact that Good Morning Britain is not this morning. Good Morning Britain is what Piers Morgan used to host. So when I think ITV, and I think morning shows, now when I was younger, forgive me, I wasn't a morning person, but I like seeing Piers Morgan on the clips on YouTube. So I got the title of his show wrong. And people come at me for that. But you're allowed to lie and protect your disgusting brother and then throw him under the bus, and everyone turns a blind eye. I personally think it's because you hide behind the mask of coming out on telly. People are scared to confront someone who's in this certain group. But the thing is, you give good people in that group a bad name. People shouldn't be scared to confront reality just because of your preference. Do what you want behind closed doors, but if it involves children, it's wrong. Your brother's done it. You covered it up. You lied to your fans after he was found guilty. You threw your flesh and blood, who you protected, under the bus the second he was found guilty. Why? Why? That is a guilty conscience. That it's plain as day to me. I'm sorry others can't see it. I'm not here to control your opinions. I'm here to present facts and give my opinions on the matter. And there's a reason you're watching this, because you want to hear my opinions. And I'm more than happy to give it out. But Phil, you're a liar. I have to stress this. I can't stress it enough. Because people just, they don't want to accept it, some people. So if I can just say this to help people at least realise in this matter what you have done, maybe they'll open their eyes a bit more. But again, back to Timothy. He was a police IT technician for Avon and Somerset Police. He lives in Bath. He had repeatedly blamed his actions on mental health struggles. Fuck yourself. Mental health struggles. You don't know a thing about mental health struggles. Another thing to hide behind. You give people who suffer from mental health a bad name for daring to say that. There are people who suffer from mental health who only hurt themselves and not others. Because they're not evil. They're not disgusting. And they're not using it as a ruse for sympathy. It's foul that these people are allowed to hide behind the masks of coming out on telly and mental health issues. You definitely have mental health issues regarding your interest in young boys, but that is no excuse. No excuse. If that's the case, lock yourself up in an asylum until the day you die. If it's mental health, of course. You won't. I bet you'll be released halfway through your sentence on good behaviour or bail from good old Phillip. And he said the boy was exaggerating what happened. I mean, I don't know how he can exaggerate such a grotesque act. This man is disgusting. He should stay behind bars, and where there's smoke, there's fire. The prosecutor, Robin Shallard, said we are not dealing with morals, but criminal abuse against a child. Yes, of course we are. I'm glad at least some people have common sense and can see through this disgusting stuff. He added, there are good reasons why society, and we here are all part of this society, and the law which is founded because of society, treat those under 18 and those under 16 not as full adults. Like I say, you've got to be 18 for a tattoo, you've got to be 18 to vote, you've got to be 18 to buy alcohol, you've got to be 18 to buy cigarettes, you've got to be 18 to buy a scratch card nowadays, and lottery tickets. You can drive at 17, you can consent at 16. This boy was 13, 14 and 15 years old. It's disgusting. There's no other word for it. Lock him up, throw away the key. Society tries to protect children from adults who want to abuse them and tries to protect children from themselves. The problem for Mr. Schofield is how restrained the boy is in his allegations. He's scared of these elitists and what they're capable of, the power they have. This young boy, I salute him. He's going to be struggling. That's the one who's going to suffer from real mental health issues, not Timothy. Timothy is disgusting. Schofield was convicted on 3 counts of causing a child to watch certain activity, 3 counts of engaging in certain activity in the presence of a child, 3 of causing a child to engage in certain activity, and 2 of certain activity with a child. And the fact that the child said he was forced into it, I'm surprised there wasn't other charges present, because you know damn well he committed them. Damn well. And obviously Phil lied on his story about not knowing. He knew. So again, he's back on This Morning today. He's back on This Morning. Nothing was said. Holly's magically gone with an illness. I think she said the shingles or something like that. No comment, nothing said. He was in crisis talks with ITV. He was told to go on temporary leave. Why are they scared to fire him? What dirt does he have on other people? Because we all know damn well people have dirt on him. We know damn well. His brother's been caught. Why are the ITV bosses allowing such a controversial figure, at the very least a controversial figure, to maintain his job? He was in crisis talks. How did he get back in? His brother is a convicted nonce. He has his own scandal behind the scenes on the show he's returned to, and the public are slowly turning against him. ITV. I'm not a fan of cancel culture. I'm not a part of cancel culture, but I am a part of protecting children. I've said this before. ITV, if you care for the children of the country on your daytime programme, your morning time programme, you'll not allow this man to be on there. You'll put him on leave. Give him his bonus, give him his retirement until whatever happens, happens. But ITV, this makes your company look bad. It really does. It was the BBC who protected Jimmy Savile and the likes of. ITV, you are following in the footsteps of people before you who made the wrong decisions. This is a bad move. People don't want him there. The ones who do want him there have no idea about the actual activities he's engaged in or the lies he has told. ITV, I implore you, please, look into this. Think of the public. Think of your image, your brand. People are going to tune off. They're not going to want to support you. We see what happened with Bud Light for getting a transgender person on the can who mocks women. He mocks women. Philip and his brother. Philip has at the very least mocked the people who support him by lying in their faces, thinking they're too stupid to look at court documents and news articles. ITV, sort yourselves out. Timothy should be locked away for good. Phil, TikTok, bruv. Your time. You're taking the piss. At the very least, you're taking the piss in the most obscene and vile way possible. If you have any dignity, you will step down. I know it's his brother doing it, but Philip has his own skeletons in the closet, and the jokes just write themselves.